I got a little bit of a break from the heat actually. I mean, it's still warm out. It's 80 degrees or so, but there's a little bit of a cloud cover. Nowhere near the 95, 105 degree heat indexes we've been having. So today there's not a lot of wind, maybe some rain later on. It's a good day to go ahead and burn this brush pile that's been sitting here forever. And I got another one back there, but I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. I mean, I live in town. I can't build too big of a brush pile. This is actually probably a little too big, honestly, but I need to get it burned because who knows, there may be all kinds of critters living under here. Because, like I said, I got to get rid of it. It's just taking up space. So, a bunch of dry oil in here I'm going to use to try to start it, see if we can get it burning. Alright, so I'm just going to take some of these little twigs back here, kind of build my fire right on top of this right here. I think will work. So, fluff up this dry oil in a little bit. That usually gets it going pretty good. We'll see if this works. I'm going to try to be lazy about it, see if I can get it going without having to get the torch out or spend too much time actually building a proper fire. It's pretty dry, I think, so I think it will burn, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out right now. I always save dryer lint. If I don't use it up for starting fires, then I use it to, I just throw it in the compost pile. It works pretty well. And I got a ton of it, so I got plenty to get this going with. This may be a pretty big fire if it gets going. I may have to go get a bucket of water. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna burn. I think I better back up. All right, yeah, it does look like it's catching on fire, so I can't reach my hose out here. I need to go get a bucket of water just in case things get out of control. This is always a scary part of a fire when it first starts. It's pretty big right now, so we'll kill it down a little bit. Just keep it under control so it doesn't just go crazy. But the very first, when you get that fire going, boy, it just blazes like crazy. And once it burns down a little bit, it won't be so bad. I won't have to keep as much of an eye on it. But I'm gonna have to splash it with some water here and there to keep it under control so it doesn't get too big, catch any of the neighboring trees on fire or anything like that. There's not much to watch, just a fire burning, but anyway, I think I probably need to go fill my bucket back up because I'm about out of water, so I'll be back with you guys. Well, that got pretty exciting there for a few minutes. Probably should have left the camera going. That fire got pretty big. I was just going back and forth, filling up the bucket, bringing it, throwing it on there, keep it under control. It's under control now, so it's not a big deal. I don't think it got really crazy out of control or anything, but started to catch this tree right here standing there. Started to catch that on fire, and I was a little worried if that went up, it might catch something else on fire. So I splashed that tree out, got it put out, and it burned down enough by then that it's all kind of compact now, so it's not as big of a deal. Still burning pretty good. I need to go get a rake and rake in the stuff on the outside away from the edges so I don't have to worry about it catching out here. I went around, splashed water all around the edges so it wouldn't go out any further. Forgot there was an old Christmas tree, our Christmas tree from last year in there. And that, when it hit that, boy, it really went up. It was a pretty big flame. It was, I don't know, 15, 20 feet up in the air. I was a little nervous that I was going to get in trouble for that one. But so far, nobody's come knocking on the door or anything. And it's, well, I mean, heck, it's only been 15 minutes. It hadn't been that long. It burned down pretty quick. But all that old cane I threw on there, boy, that stuff was dry and it went up pretty good. But anyway, got me a big old bucket of water here. And like I said, it's kind of under control now, so it's not much to worry about. I'm going to go get my rake in the edges a little bit so it doesn't, like I said, spread out in the grass. I don't care about this tree over here dying. I just didn't want it to catch on fire because it's pretty tall. I should have cut it down before I did this. But anyway, I don't know if you can see the tree back here. The leaves are kind of shriveled up a little ways up. That fire got pretty big. But we got it under control now. So next thing, this is going to take a couple days to burn down. It's not going to finish today. But after this gets burned down, I got a whole nother bunch of brush back there I need to cut up, move over here and burn it right there. I don't know if I'll get doing any of that today or not, but I'm going to go get my rake real quick. So like I said, I can push the stuff from the outside into the middle and keep it all condensed. I'll be right back. All right, it's probably good enough, honestly. Could probably walk away and leave it right now, but I think I'll watch it for just a little bit longer. My luck, it's not good to take chances. Open that up a little bit, maybe it'll burn a little faster. Well, it's one chore down. Really doesn't take that long, but like I said, I got to sit around here and watch the fire for just a little while, just to make sure it doesn't flare back up and get out of control. Once the flames die down, it's nothing but embers. I can leave it out here. It'll be no big deal. I got it all scraped away from the edges, so it's, there's a good section of dirt about that wide all the way around it, so I don't have to worry too much about, the flame jumping over that. I mean, the grass around it's not dead, so it's not incredibly flammable. But I'll watch it for just a little bit. I think I'll have a seat though. Just have a seat on the bench right here for just a little bit and relax. Could have been a lot worse. Like I said, I've been waiting for a nice day to get that burned since I don't know, I piled that up in the fall. Or in the spring, early spring. I put the Christmas tree on it when we were done with Christmas, and then all the cane. That was in the winter time. And it's been sitting there for a long time, so it's well past getting burned, getting rid of. Surprised I didn't see any critters come running out from underneath, a rabbit or a mouse or something like that anyway, but I never did. I never did see anything come out. If it stayed in there, it's not it's not recognizable, whatever it is anymore, I guarantee that. But anyway, it's good to get these chores knocked off your list. It's still pretty warm out. Really wasn't too bad until I started that fire. Fire's hot. I can feel it over here a little bit. Interestingly enough, I emptied out the rabbit manure pan out from underneath the hutch, and I could smell the rabbit manure. And that may not seem like a big deal to you guys, but I had COVID, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that. Lost my sense of smell, and it hasn't really come back yet. I mean, I can almost kind of smell things, but I haven't really been able to smell very much at all. I could smell the rabbit manure, so I know it doesn't sound exciting to smell rabbit manure, but it was kind of exciting for me. Maybe that's a sign my sense of smell's coming back completely. We'll see. We'll see. Where's my dog? Max, come on. Yeah, he's just running around. He's in my yard still, so not a big deal. Oh, there's a little bit of a breeze now. That feels pretty good. Well, I don't guess you guys need to sit here and watch me with this. I'm just going to kind of hang out for a little while, watch the fire burn, and then I think I got some other chores to take care of. I still haven't fixed the rabbit watering bucket. Need to get that done, but I've just been watering them in bowls right now, and honestly, it's not that big a deal. It's not that hard with just 2 rabbits. They don't go through that much water in a day, so. Fill a bowl up of water and it lasts them about 2 or 3 days, so it's really not that big a deal. But I still want to get that thing fixed, just so I know if they don't dump their water over and be without water or something like that. It's been awful hot out and they need the water. But anyway, so I need to get that done. I got vegetables coming out of the garden like crazy. Need to get those canned up, but you know, it's early afternoon. It's like 2 o'clock, so I think all that stuff will wait. I can do it this afternoon probably when the fire gets burned down. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video watching me do some more chores. Burning a brush pile is not that exciting necessarily, but it's something I got to do from time to time. And it's a little bit tricky when you're living in the city because you can't, I mean, that was technically too big of a brush pile. They want, I can't remember what size, but they don't want you to get your brush piles very big at all. They want you to keep them pretty small. So the good thing about it is that burned down in, like I said, 15 minutes. It was down to manageable size, no big deal. It's just that initial 15 minutes that are always a little bit scary. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this day. I appreciate it. And as always, God bless.